Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to today's class, everyone. I can see there's only 15 participants today, so maybe some of them are going to join later on. I'll unmute one of you guys and we will start with the prayer before recitation. Assalamu alaikum. N743?
Yes.
Yes. How are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Your sound is quite low. Is it? I don't know if it's just me, but can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Okay. All right. That's fine then. Can you please read this dua with me? Repeat after me, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
رب اشرح لي صدري
رب اشرح لي صدري
ويسر لي أمري
ويسر لي أمري.
And this one at the bottom as well. رب زدني علما.
رب زدني علما.
Okay, Jazakallah. Can you please read the translation?
Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy.
And this one as
My
well.
Lord, increase me in knowledge.
Okay, great. Well done. Jazakallah. Okay, I'll mute you now. Jazakallah for that. Now, yesterday's class, I hope all of you paid good attention because we started with a new lesson. The teacher yesterday started with lesson 3, which is the most mispronounced letters in the Arabic language. And I think you all got to the first one, which is tha. Now we'll get to that in a minute, but I would like to carry on with the revision of rules. The reason for that is that the reason I want to carry on with the revision of rules is because I have realized that the lesson material that we have been using so far does not contain some of the things that are contained in these revision slides. So I think it's really important that we go through them so that we learn them and we revise them, and so that you can learn more rules for your tilawat whenever it is that you will have your exam, inshallah. Okay, so we've done these first 11 slides. Yesterday you did 9 and 10, which we hadn't done yet, but last week we had done the 10th one. Sorry. Okay, I think we haven't done this 10th slide, so I might just start with that one instead of slide 11. So this is what I want to do. I will go through these. I'll read to you what it says here. Like I said, I tried to find out if these are available on the NQC website, and I tried to check it myself, but I was unable to sign in for whatever reasons. My sign-in wasn't working, so I couldn't figure it out, and I haven't gotten a reply yet as to whether you can download these things or not. So please keep checking if you haven't checked yet, and do download these, or like I said last time, take screenshots or pictures, whichever might help you in your revision. It's just for your benefit, really. Okay. Now, I'll go on to read this. It says, do you know what happens to blank letters when they appear in between a mutaharrik, a voweled letter, and a sakin, mute letter? Okay, so all these, different words can seem a bit daunting, but actually it's not really that difficult. Basically, what it's saying is that, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. What it's saying is that when there is a blank letter, like this one, blank letters are those that don't have any harkat. Sorry. So they don't have any strokes, nothing's going on with them. It's just a letter on their own, right in the middle of a word sometimes. And if they appear between a mutaharrik, which is a vowel letter, so this one has, एक second, okay? आप प्लीज यहाँ पे quietly बैठ के सुन सकते हैं lesson. यहाँ पे quietly बैठ के सुने, okay? All right. So my son has joined us for the lesson. So mutaharrik is a vowel letter. So this one, this dal, this is a mutaharrik letter right now because it has this vowel, it has this stroke. So it has a harkat. And then this is a sakin letter, which is a mute letter, but that's, what is it called? It has a sukoon on top, this one. And that's why this is a sakin letter. This is a mutaharrik letter. Now, in between them, you can see that there's this ya. Sometimes that can happen, there can be a ya or alif, they can just appear in the middle of a word. And when that's the case, then you basically just ignore them. They're there for whatever reasons, there is a reason that they're there, but what we need to know is that we just, while we're reciting, we just ignore them. So in this case, we just join this dal with the kasra, this the, with the ra, with the sukoon. So dir. Okay. So in this case, we would say alladhi tada. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to unmute somebody's mic, and today what I would like actually to do is, can those of you raise their hands that feel quite confident, quite happy, with the way that they do that tilawat, or with the way that the revision has gone so far? They're quite confident, and not many things are confusing them, and they'd like to have a go and just repeat after me. That's all that I'm asking. Can those of you raise their hands this time, please? I'm waiting. So I don't know if that means nobody. Okay, yes, there's 3. Okay. So there is all girls. So boys, I don't know if the girls are, you've been outnumbered by girls or what it is, but there's 4 girls, 4 nasirat raising their hands, and I would like to see some atfal here as well. So please, be brave. If you feel like, you've understood most of what we've talked about, then please raise your hand. Any of the boys that feel confident, can they raise their hand so that they can read with me? Otherwise, I'll just carry on with the girl now, with the nasirat. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
N742, is it?
Yes.
Okay, great. Right. So you feel fairly confident, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's really nice. I thought this time we should concentrate on those that do feel confident. Okay, now please just repeat after me. That's all I'm asking. Just repeat after me, and then we can. I'll just mark if you make a mistake, and you can do it again. Okay. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الذي ارتضى
الذي تزى
بهذه العمي. Okay, this one, don't prolong it too much because it's just a simple stroke. There's no, you don't prolong this one for 2 seconds, just for 1 second. Please do it again.
بهادي الأم.
Okay, ummi. Okay, well done. Now this one, you can see there's 2 blank alifs in between, but it doesn't matter how many there are because you'll just join this with this. So this is going to be Ra'awul ayati.
رأوا الآيات.
Okay, yes, well done. I really like the way you're doing it, Tilawat. It sounds really nice, mashallah.
جزاك الله.
Okay. يبدأ الخلق.
يبدأ الخلق.
Now this one, many people confuse this hamza with the ain. I know it's quite big, but it's actually a hamza, so the sound of hamza and alif is the same. Can you do this again, please?
يبدأ الخلق.
يبدأ الخلق.
يبدأ الخلق.
So again, don't make it sound like ain. It's hamza. So hamza sounds like alif. يبدأ ul.
يبدأ الخلق.
Ul, say ul. Yes. يبدأ الخلق.
يبدأ الخلق.
Okay, yes, that was better. And this one, did I explained to you guys the kalkala rule, didn't I? The 5 letters that make this jumping sound?
No, I don't think so.
I do think that we did it last week, but it is basically, if you haven't, I'm quite sure that we did, it's qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal, and basically when you see these letters with a sukoon on top, you make a jumping sound. So in this case, it's the ba, and instead of saying yabda'u, you say yabda'ul. Can you say that?
يبدأ
Yes, yeah. Yabda'ul khalqa.
يبدأ الخلق.
Okay, good. Li'ulil albabi.
لأولي الألباب.
Okay, yeah, that was good. قالوا ادع لنا.
قالوا ادع لنا.
Okay, yeah, that was very good. Jazakallah. Now this one says, do you know what happens to blank letters when they appear in between a mutaharrik, a vowel, and a mushaddad, hardened letter? So that's the same case. They just ignored basically. So these are blank letters, and you just and actually that's a blank letter as well. And you just you connect this
Blank
one.
letter.
Yes, a blank letter. You connect this qaf, this qu, to this lam mushaddad. So this one you would say laqul ladina.
لكل زينة.
Yeah. وأقيموا الصلاة.
وأقيموا الصلاة.
Yeah, so very good. So you can see that sometimes there can be quite a few, letters in between, and they just need to all be ignored because they don't have any harakat, and you have to just connect. And actually, this waw is silent as well, and you just connect the one with the harakat to the next one. Now this one, وآتوا الزكاة.
وآتوا الزكاة.
Well done, mashallah. نسوا الذكر.
نسوا الذكر.
Well done. So here again, waw is blank, alif is blank, alif is blank, lam is blank. So this one goes all the way straight to this. So this next one, كذبوا الرسل.
كذبوا الرسل.
ذكروا الله.
ذكروا الله.
Okay, yes, good. Now that we're at this one, I'll just explain to all of you that wherever you see this Allah, I mean, you can see it's alif, double lam, and then ha. It's Allah. That's Allah's name. It's different from the one that you would see where it would be just Well, where it wouldn't be the, I mean, where it would, like this one here. That's the one I mean. So that's Allah. That's obviously, do you think that's Allah's name, this one?
No.
No, that's one. So that's just Allah. That's different. But this one is Allah's name. Alif, Lam, Lam, Ha. So that one, whenever you see this one, you have to pay attention to the letter that you're going to read before it. In this case, which letter is it?
The Ra.
The Ra, yes. Now, the letter that comes before Allah's name, when it has any sign on top, so a fatha, or like in this case, a dhamma, sorry, they're really massive. So in anything, you know, above, so a fatha or dhamma, so Ra or Ru, then you would read this Allah really thickly, in a thick sound. So you would say Rulla. But if, for example, this Ra had a kasra underneath and it was Ri, then it wouldn't sound nice if you made it sort of, if you tried to squeeze in a thick sound after saying Ri. It wouldn't sound Rilla. I mean, it wouldn't sound right. So in that case, if there was, it's not just with Ra, any letter, if it has a kasra underneath, then you don't turn this Allah, even if it's Allah's name, you don't turn it into a big sort of thick sounded Allah. You say it normally, Dhakarilla. But in this case, because the harakat is on top of the Ra, you turn this Allah into a thick sound. So you say Dhakarullah.
Zakarullah.
Okay, yeah, good. All right, that was very good, Jazakallah. I'll mute you now, and I will go on to the next Nasira. And at this point, Jazakallah, at this point, I actually just like to say that are the Atfal are they not brave enough today? Because usually we have quite a few that are brave, but can some of the Atfal please raise their hands that feel fairly confident? Maybe a few things are still, you know, daunting or confusing or something like that. But, you know, more or less they feel fine when they recite and they feel like they've understood what we've talked about. Can they raise their hands? Because otherwise there's only 2 more girls that I can choose from that are raising their hands, and then I'll just have to go and pick one of the Atfal. Okay, so at the moment I'll go on to the next one. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you today?
Good.
Letter ID?
And 736.
36. Okay. So just a second. Just making my note. Okay, yes. So now can you please carry on with slide 11 with me? So I will explain what it says and then you can repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
Now, it says, do you know the name of medium long? No, I think this one we did. Yes, I think this one we did last week. This is, yeah, we did that. Yeah, so that's the next one. Do you know what happens to Noon Sakin? Okay, so this one. When it is connected to Lam Mushaddad or Ra Mushaddad. And what is the name of this kind of joining or assimilation? Now for this one, and you can all make notes, by the way, all students can make notes, because I'll be using some, you know, specific terms and terminology. Now, like this one says, that wherever you see you can hear my son slurping away, he's having something to eat. Can you try and eat quietly? Please. Now, wherever you see that there is this Noon Sakin, this one, and it's joined with a Lam Mushaddad, a Lam with the Shadda, or a Ra with the Shadda, these 2 letters, you have to do Idgham Kamil, okay? That's what it's called, Idgham Kamil. And that basically means that you do a complete assimilation or complete joining of the what is it called? Complete joining of the letters, and that would mean that you would ignore the Noon Sakin. Okay, so you would, the noon sakin would be ignored, and this, like here, for example, or here. And this is also a noon this is also tanween. That makes the noon sakin kind of a sound, tanween sound, a ghunna sound. So you wouldn't say run, musfaran la. You would, sorry, you would, that noon sound, that ghunna sound would go away, and you would join it right to the lam mushaddad. Do you think that is that confusing, or is that clear? N736, is that clear, or is it confusing?
No, it's clear.
Sorry, just my throat. Okay. So, can you repeat after me, please, if I manage to recite it? Okay, so this first one. Allah.
Allah.
Yeah, so you can see that instead of saying Allah and making a noon sound, we completely, this one goes away and the alif goes straight to the lam mushaddad. Allah.
Allah.
Musfaran zallu.
Musfaral zullu.
Zallu, not Zulu. Musfaran zallu.
Musfaral zallu.
Yeah, and this one, instead of saying mirrauhi, we will say mirrauhi. So this noon sakina will vanish, and we will move from the meme to the ra because of this idgham kamil rule. Okay, so this one will be mirrauhillahi.
Mirrauhillahi.
This one, try and make it a thick sound. We'll talk about this actually in a bit, inshallah. Hey.
Hillahi.
Yes. Hafiz always says try and read the whole word, not just that one letter.
Mirrauhillahi.
Yep. So did you pay attention with the Allah rule that I just explained to you?
Yes.
Everyone. So this is that case when I said that the letter before, if it has a kasra, in this case the ha has a kasra, then you say hilla. If this ha had a fatha or a dhamma, you would say halla or hulla. So you would make that Allah sound thick. But because there's a kasra, this is you don't say it thickly. And by the way, for those of you that are making notes, this is called the Lamul Jalala rule. Lamul Jalala. Okay, now this next one. Rabbir Rahimin.
Rabbir Rahimin.
Allah istaqamu.
Allah istaqamu.
Bahril Lujjiyin.
Bahril-Lujjiyin.
Well done. Famar Rabbukuma.
Famar Rabbukuma.
Shihabar Rasada.
Shihabar Rasada.
Can you say that again?
Shihabar Rasada.
Okay, well done. Now this one. Hudal lil-muttaqina.
Hudan lil-muttaqina.
Rizqan lakum.
Rizqan lakum.
Yawman la.
Yawman la.
Okay, yes. So this one you don't say yawman la. You don't say make the small noon sort of sound, tanween sound. Simply because you would if there was any other letter other than lam mushaddad or ra mushaddad, then you would say mawwa or I don't know, any other any other letter with the shadda, you would make this tanween sound, man. But because it's lam mushaddad and ra mushaddad, you just don't make that sound, and you just imagine that it's not a tanween, it's not a double stroke, but it's just one stroke. And then you would simply take that stroke straight to the lam mushaddad. Am I making it too confusing, by the way? Is it too confusing for you?
No.
Okay, that's fine. All right then. Jazakallah for that. Now, and your ID is N736?
Yes.
Okay, great. Jazakallah. Now, there is one more Nasira, but I am just going to choose one of the boys now because we can't just carry on just with the Nasirat. We need to hear some of the boys. And I feel like it's always the same ones that sort of get picked. But to be honest, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boys, and the rest of 21 are all Nasirat. MashaAllah. So I'm just going to pick one of these. The first one that's right here, 701. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. A701, can you hear me? No? Okay. Next one, A706. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you today?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Okay. Your ID is A706?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Have I made it, and you can honestly tell me your honest opinion, have I made anything too confusing or it's all too not good?
Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but I understand it.
Okay, which bit? Was it this Ra Mushaddad and La Mushaddad that we just did, or something before that?
No, it's Ra Mushaddad.
Okay, I'll try and explain that again, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so basically what I tried to explain is that when you find, when you're doing your tilawat, and you see that there is this noon sakin, which is a noon with a sukoon. So this word is min, right?
Hindi.
Yeah, so that's min. But if you see that right after this min, you see that there is a ra mushaddad, like this one, right here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Or you see that after this min, let's say, or this that's also a noon sakin. So any noon sakin or any tanween, which is a double stroke, this one, rin or run, or this an. When you see that after this, right after this is a lam with a shadda, or like this one, lam with a shadda as well, or a ra with the shadda like this one, then what you do is you just ignore the noon with the sukoon. You ignore it like that, cross on it, imaginary cross on it, and you go right from the letter before the noon sakin to the ra mushaddad or to the lam mushaddad. Okay, I know it looks really messy on there, but I'm just trying to make it visual. So does that make it a little bit more clear?
Yes, so you would say in the third one, you would say mirra. Mirror.
Exactly, yeah, that's exactly right. And you wouldn't say minra or mirra. You wouldn't, like, like complete wunna sound, noon sound completely goes away. And it's just as if there's no noon and mim and ra are just together.
Okay.
Okay, so that's good. Now the next one that we need to do is this one. Okay. Sorry, we both have a cold. Okay. Do you know how to read the following words? Don't worry, you can repeat after me. And then it says, do you know what happens to sakin letters? Sakin letters are letters with a sukoon. That's why they're called sakin letters. This one, they're all sakin letters with a sukoon. Any letter with a sukoon is a sakin letter. Here, okay? So that's clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever you see that a sakin letter has appeared, and it is between a mutaharrik and mushaddad letter. Now again, all this terminology can make it seem scary, but actually it's not. Mutaharrik means harkat. You know, you can see harkat in the word. That's where it derives from. And harkat means any vowels or any strokes or anything like that. So here, for example, the harkat is a fatha. Okay, so this is so because of the fatha, this qaf becomes a mutaharrik letter. And mushaddad letter, you can see there's a shadda word in there somewhere. Mushaddad letter is a letter with a shadda on top. So this qaf is a mutaharrik because it has a harkat of fatha on top. And this dal with the sukoon is a sakin letter. And this ta with the shadda is a mushaddad letter. So far so good or confusing?
Yes. No. Not confusing.
Good? Okay. All right. Now, the question is, what happens to this sukoon, this letter with the sukoon, if it comes right in between a mutaharrik letter and mushaddad letter? And the answer to that question is simple. It goes away, just like the noon before in the last slide. That goes away in that case. And in this case, any letter with a sukoon in between a mutaharrik and mushaddad letter goes away too, and you just go straight from the mutaharrik straight to the mushaddad letter. Okay? Yes or no?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in this case, we would, instead of saying qadda, we would say qadda. So instead, like as if there's no what is it called, dal there, we just act like there's no dal. We go straight from qaf to the ta. Can you say that? Qad tabayyana.
قد تبين.
Well done. And then this one, ahadtu.
أحبت.
Yeah. And make this, don't make it sound too thick because otherwise it will sound like a da, like this one. Make this sound a little bit thin. Ahadtu.
أحدت.
Okay, yes. Now this one again, I haven't marked this at the moment, so that's why it might seem confusing. But we can see that this is a mutaharrik letter. It has a harkat on top. And this is a mushaddad letter. It has a shadda on top. And in between is the poor letter that needs to go away. So this letter will go because it has a
Yes, it's fine now.
yeah. And 706, can you see it? A706, can you see it? Have I muted you? Oh, sorry. Sorry, A706. Where are you?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, good. All right, I will mute A743. By the way, you were raising your hand. Were you going to ask a question, or why were you raising your hand?
Oh no, before you said if you feel confident in reading it.
Okay, yeah. You did the dua with me in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you just keep, you don't lower your hand. I'll see if I can get to you in a second, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, now, A706. Sorry about that. There always seems to be some sort of problem going on, doesn't it? Now, what we were doing is, what were we doing? Can you remind me? We were doing, yes. So
The page after.
the page before this or after this?
Yeah, that one.
That one. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, it says just below it. It says how you would be saying it. It writes it out. قد تبين. So the dal is ignored. The dal is ignored, and you go straight to the da. And this one, ahadtu. Can you say it?
أحدت.
Yeah. And this one as well. The lam sakin goes away because there's a mutaharrik letter and mushaddad letter. So the lam sakin goes away. So in this case, how do you say it?
قل ربي.
قل ربي.
قل ربي.
Well done. And this one as well. This is a mutaharrik letter, and that is a mushaddad letter, and this one has to go because it's a sakin letter. So nakhlukum.
نخلقكم.
Okay, well done. Now this one as well, mutaharrik and mushaddad letter, and in between sakin letter needs to go. So irkam ma'ana.
اركم معنا.
Well done. I really like your pronunciation. Well done, mashallah. And this one. فَلَمَّا أَثْقَلَتْ دَعَوَا اللَّهَ.
فلما أثقلت دعوا الله.
Well done. You did the Lam al Jalala really well. Wallaha. Well done. And you can see that there's some of the old rules that we've learned. There's 2 silent alif, blank letters. There's also this mim mushaddad, and we learned at the beginning of our
yeah.
that mim mushaddad and mim mushaddad and noon mushaddad have to be they have to make a nasal sound for 2 seconds. So falamma. Yeah. فَلَمَّا أَثْقَلَتْ دَعْوَا اللَّهَ. You say it?
فلما أثقلت دعوا الله.
Okay, well done. And then this one as well, this dal goes away. راوتن.
راوتن.
Okay, well done. Jazakallah, that was very good. Now I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to mute you. And N743. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, now we'll move on to slide 14. Let me just have a look. I had planned for today the slides, yeah, up to 15. So one more after this one. Just a second, wait, please. Okay, right. So this one says, do you know how to join noon sakin or tanween to waw mushaddad or ya mushaddad? And what is the name of this type of joining or assimilation? So, this is a tanween, and noon sakin is this. So tanween can be in different ways. There can be double stroke of kasra, double stroke of fatha, or double stroke of dhamma. They're all tanween, and they all make this nasal sound. And when you see that after that, there is a waw mushaddad or a ya mushaddad like this one, then what happens is you have to make it, it's called idgham as well, like the other idgham that we learned before, where you don't make the noon sound at all, but this one you make sort of a half a sound or something, like a nasal sound. You don't pronounce it fully, you don't say the whole noon sound, but this one is called idgham naqis. Okay, so idgham naqis means that you will make a 2-second nasal sound. Okay, so in this case, can you please just repeat after me? فمستقر
فمستقر
Okay. رتب ولا
رتب ولا
شيع
شيع
Okay, so you can see that there is this tanween sound, okay, noon sound that we make here, and you join it for 2 seconds. Actually, we probably haven't been doing it as long as it should be. شيع
شيعا
Well done. نبأ مستقر.
نبأ مستقر.
Okay, yeah. Jazakallah. Your sound is really quite low. I don't know why it is. So, Jazakallah for this line. I'll mute you now, okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah. Now, we've had 3 girls, and I will just pick one of the, we've had one tifl. I'll choose another one now. We all have about 3 or 4. So, we will go to Assalamu alaikum. A722?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, can you please repeat after me?
Yeah.
Okay. مودة يا ليتني.
مودة يا ليتني.
Okay, good. And next one. Okay. دانية
دانية
Okay, good. شيطانا مريدا.
شيطانا مريدا.
Okay, can you say that again, please?
شيطانا مديرا. I got that wrong.
Yeah, can you try again?
شيطانا مريدا.
Okay, that was better. Good. شيء Okay, good. مؤمنة ودية.
مؤمنة ودية.
Okay. طائر يطير.
طائر يطير.
Can you try again?
طائر يطير.
طائر يطير.
طائر يطير.
ولا أمة مؤمنة.
ولا أمة مؤمنة.
Okay. أن يوقع. لن يجعل الله.
لن يجعل الله
سكنا من يخافه.
من يخافه
عذابا من.
عذابا من.
Okay, good. Jazakallah, that was very good. That's A722, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now I'll mute you and I will go on to another differ. Let's see, we've had 706. How about 701? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, A701. I think we tried yours in the beginning and it didn't work. Maybe a problem with the mic. No, we did A701, we did. It was somebody else whose mic wasn't working. How about we try A702? Assalamu alaikum. Right, I think that's the one that wasn't working. Okay, then 719. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm speaking.
Okay, everything clear so far?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now this slide we'll do now. It says, do you know how to read the words where an alif appears with a cross at the end of a word, like this one? And do you know what is the name of this letter? So I'll tell you, it's a blank alif, this one, and you just don't pronounce it, basically. It just goes away. That's why there's a cross. So it's actually really quite straightforward. So just repeat after me. أو يعفو.
أو يعفو.
Yeah, so this one is with that cross, how it would, be in the Quran. And then this one shows us, the middle box shows us how we should be reading it. And this one, I think if we were to make a pause there, that's what it is. So we can read all three of them. أو يعفو. So we did that. أو يعفو.
أو يعفو.
Okay. لتتلو. Sorry. لتتلو.
لتتلو.
Okay. لتتلو.
لتتلو.
Okay. لتتلو.
لتتلو.
Okay, good. And if we were to make a pause at the end, we would say لتتلو.
لتتلو.
Okay, good. لن ندعو.
لن ندعو.
Okay, and that's one because it's basically showing how to read it. And this last one, if we were to make a pause, لن ندعو.
لن ندعو.
Okay, and ربا ليربو.
ربا ليربو.
Okay, good. And ربا ليربو.
ربا ليربو.
Okay, good. Now we can see that this one has taught us the rule that we learned today, which is if you see a tanween sound, a tanween letter, and a lam mushaddad or ra mushaddad, then this noon sound goes away and you imagine there's only one stroke. So balli. So I don't know if you've realized that. This is why we did it.
Yeah.
Balli. Okay, good. All right, Jazakallah for that. I'll mute you now. And I will go on. We're actually almost through the lesson. And this is what I wanted to do today. And I also wanted to carry on with lesson 3, most mispronounced Arabic letters, which is this one. Now, yesterday's teacher has told me that she has gone through, she has gone over these letters, okay, and the way you're supposed to say them. So what happens is many people confuse the sounds. So instead of saying sa, they might make it sound like seen. So that's what we need to practice. So at home right now, because we still have about 5 minutes, we can try and go through ha maybe. Can everybody repeat after me, in their own homes, at their own desks, but say it nice and loudly. And I will say it and you just repeat after me. So this one is ha. Please repeat after me. Ha. Not ha, it's ha. Okay, and this one is showing the comparison. If it was a ha, how would it sound? And now that, and if it was a ha, how would it sound? So say aha. And with ha, it would be aha. So this one, it's almost like a kha sound. They come from the same sort of area of your throat. It's a thick sound, this one. And it looks quite thick, so maybe you can remember that way. So the first one, aha. It's quite simple and thin sound, aha. And this one, aha. Aha. But make sure it doesn't sound like a kha, because some people make it really thick and it turns into a kha. Now this one, ahi. Ahi. And this one, thick sound. Ahri, ahri. Ahu, and ahu, ahu. This one, ahu, and ahu, ahi, and with a ha, ahi. Now this one, these are all practicing the ha sound. So please, like I said, repeat after me, all of you. Ashuha, 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 ashuha. Ishrah, ishrah. Yahlil, yahlil. Wahyuhu, wahyuhu. Ahsan, sorry, ahsanu, ahsanu. So that was ha. Next one is dhal. Repeat after me. Some people make the dhal sound like za. So they say za to dhal. But dhal is a very soft sound. It comes into being by pressing your tongue in between the upper and lower teeth and making the sound. So za. So this one is azza, azza. And this one is azza, azza. Slightly vibrating motion on your tongue when you say this sound. Azza. This one, azzi, azzi, azzu, 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 azzi, azzi. Tu'adhiba, tu'adhiba. Can everybody repeat after me? Kadhabu, kadhabu. Ladhatin, ladhatin. Nu'adhib, nu'adhib. Kadhaba, kadhaba. And maybe we can squeeze in Sod really quickly. Just bear in mind, everybody, that next week, unfortunately, are our 2 last sessions. I'm actually really quite sad about that. I don't know how you all feel, and if any of the lessons have helped you in any way, I hope they have. But the time has gone really quickly, and coming Monday and Tuesday will be our last 2 sessions. So myself will probably teach you on Tuesday and the other teacher on Monday, and that will be it. And we don't know about the exam, but I think you might get an email or something like that. But yeah, so that was the announcement. I'll try and quickly squeeze in the sword, because then we'll try and get through lesson 4 next week, inshallah. So sword, some people make it sound like seen. So please repeat after me. Assa, asso. This one you make your mouth a little bit round. Assi, like a snake's hissing. Assi, and this one is a round. Assi, assu, 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 assi, assi. للصلاة الصالحات فأصدق الصادقين السور. Okay, Jazakumullah, everybody. One last student, I'll unmute to read Dua Talimul-Quran with me. And we've had 4 boys, so maybe another girl. Let's see who is there. Anyone? I'll just choose the first one on the list. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, nothing. Nobody's there. Somebody's raising their hand. So, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
You would like to read the dua with me?
Yes, please.
Okay. Have you been following what I was saying? Have you been repeating when I was saying it out loud?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if everybody was doing it. Okay, so let's quickly get to these. Where did it go? There. Okay, and everyone, please have a look at these, and it's your exam, it's your tilawat, it's for your benefit, and just try and revise everything that we've learned. And a really good place to revise, if you can't find any other material, you can buy Tahsinul-Quran. Tahsinul-Quran. It's this brown cream or brown looking book, and you can buy it at the bookshop, the Jamaat bookshop. So that has all the rules, and it's compiled by Hafizab. Mashallah, it's really good. So you can do your revision from that. Okay, please repeat after me. Allahumma arhamni.
Allahumma arhamni
بالقرآن العظيم.
بالقرآن العظيم.
And can you read the translation?
O Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran.
Okay, yeah. And then we also read this one. وَجَعَلْهُ لِي
وَجَعَلْهُ لِي
إِمَامًا
إِمَامًا
وَنُورًا
وَنُورًا
وَهُدًى
وَهُدًى
وَرَحْمَةً.
وَرَحْمَةً.
Okay, and what's the translation?
And make it for me the leader, the light, and the guidance and the mercy.
Okay, Jazakallah. And your ideas?
N757.
And 7 Okay, Jazakallah. And Jazakumullah, everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.